Today's 10-minute meditation will be focusing on anti-racism and using RAIN, an acronym by Tara Brock and also Ruth King, to move us through some of the experiences that we might be having. And RAIN stands for recognizing, allowing, investigating, and nurturing. So we'll be moving through this practice together this morning. When you're ready, find a comfortable seat or come lying down, whatever your preference is. We'll begin by moving first and foremost into the breath. Cultivating deeper awareness of our mind-body connection, and drawing insight from the inhales in and exhales out. And once you've cultivated this space, please know that you can come back to the breath anytime that you need as an anchoring and foundational tool to bear witness to yourself and your experiences. But we'll begin by visualizing an experience where you might have felt pain. And why we'll move into the visualization of your own pain is that in order to do this inner work of racism, understanding racism and moving towards anti-racism, we first have to bear witness to our own pain first in order to have perspective taking and empathy towards others outside of ourselves. So this can be any practice or any visualization that you might have experienced within the past couple days, or maybe something comes up for you within the past week. Really anything at all. And I'd like you to take note of what you are feeling. So we begin with the R, recognizing. Recognizing what is coming up for you. Gaining insight into what you're feeling. Maybe it's pain. Maybe it's anger. Just taking note of all that is and happening in front of you. Recognizing what comes up in the body, not just the emotional feelings, but the physical feelings that are now coming up as well. We'll shift from this recognition to now acceptance. Accepting all that is in this experience, bearing witness to yourself and letting it in. So even if you're experiencing anger, know that that's okay. Every emotion that we have in us, and even physical sensation, gives us greater insight into who we are. And acknowledging what your experience is, whatever you're visualizing. Notice that this might feel challenging to bear witness to yourself completely. So we tend to shove emotions to the side. We feel like they are not worthy of our experience or that we shouldn't be experiencing them. Shifting now towards insight. What greater awareness do you have of this perception of pain and suffering that you've experienced in the past or currently experiencing? Now that you've moved into recognition, acceptance, and awareness, what insight can we garner? Is it deeper insight into physical sensations, cognitive, emotional? Letting it in, continuing to allow. And finally, moving into nurturing. Whatever's come up for you in this experience, continue to show up in grace and ease for yourself, knowing that this work is not easy as we move more inward into what we experience. And grace and rest and nurturing is vital to this practice of allowing in. So we'll conclude this practice just by taking one hand to our heart, taking some steady breaths, whatever visualization that you called in. So letting it go now. And come back to the breath, come back to grace and ease. Continue to note, breathe softly, slowly. And then exhale, let it out. And when you're ready, go ahead and unblink your eyes if you had them closed. Just come back into the awareness of the room around you, wherever you're at, if you're inside or outside. And thank you so much for moving into this practice with me, knowing that the internal work begins with you first and foremost. And as we continue to move into anti-racism education, we continue to look inward first, get curious, accept what is, and continue to nurture ourselves along the way.